Thank you everybody for joining, and I'm gonna mute you for a second. I just gonna start the class, and I'm gonna start the recording. And if you have any questions, you can unmute yourself or type in the chat, whichever works for you. So, hello and welcome everybody. We're going to have a Neurographica class today, Introduction to Neurographica. Thank you everybody for joining. I hope you have a nice time. My name is Nat and I'm an instructor of Neurographica. I've studied with the Russian Institute of Psychology of Creativity in Moscow, and they certified me with to be able to teach Neurographica and do courses and classes. Neurographica is a very young, not so young, but this year is we celebrate 7 years old, seventh birthday of Neurographica. So it's relatively young technique that we use for self growth and self exploration to overcome problems. It is very good because you can use it at any time. You don't have to be professional artist. You don't have to have any special skills. Welcome, welcome. Other people are joining us today more. So while we wait, if you can share where in the world are you and what country are you calling from or joining us from? So if you want to type in the chat or unmute, just be a few more minutes for people to join in. Italy, nice, great. Romania, bravo. I'm originally from Bulgaria. My mother is Russian, so and I live in US now. So I'm also that part of the world, Europe. Consider myself European. So nice to have you join us, and thank you very much. What you will need, again, to remind everybody, we will need a piece of paper, white. It can be any kind of paper. Printer paper is fine, any size is good. Okay, we will need markers, and again, any colors markers. And we will need colored pencils. Not crayons, not oily crayons, because we will be using markers over the pencils. No prior experience is required. And also, if you can please get a piece of paper, a scrap piece of paper for you to just jot any notes. If you want to have ideas, some ideas may come to you during the process, and some inspirations or anything you want to remember. We will start with a topic. So everybody, please, if you can type in the chat, what is your topic for today that you want to, and we choose a topic to work with, because Neurographica is not just simply a pretty drawing. The goal is for us to go deep inside ourselves, connect with our wisdom, inner wisdom, and find the answer, find the solutions. So that's why we start with a topic. Personal relationship and communication is a great topic, and communication is in this relationship, right? They're related. Those are not two separate. One is relationship.
Yeah, so it's just like, I think I had career and communication, but I thought it like a personal relationship encompasses everything, right? Even career, because everything is gets affected by those two things.
It gets affected, but if it's two separate.
No, the same thing, yes.
It's your career and your communication, and it relates to your relationship. Yes. Okay, very good. Very good, because With Neurographica, we will be activating separate parts of our brain and working on them. So we want to be specific in order for this process to be more effective. Relationship and work, very good. So they are related. These relationships are, this relationship is in your work. Work is, and relationship are related. Making sure they are related to each other, very good. And anybody else? Good. So after we set a topic, you can write your topic on the back of your paper, write the date and the topic. And I'm going to finish about Neurographica. I started talking how Neurographica, where Neurographica came from. It was developed by Russian psychologist and architect Pavel Piskarev 7 years ago. And it's been very, very popular, became very popular in Russia, and it's spreading all over the world. I have been teaching people from Asia, Australia, Europe, America, North America, South America. We have people from so many countries. Anna Romanenko and I are teaching at Neurographic Academy, and we have different courses that we offer. And you can get certified, and if you like it, you can become even an instructor like me, or you can use it for your personal, for yourself, and resolve any problems. So let's start. Yes, you have a question?
Do you offer it in English? Or?
Yes, in English, yes. We are offering them in English, and Pavel Piskarev, the Russian Institute, they're doing them in Russian. But there are more and more instructors who are now speaking English, so you can you have different options. A lot of people who were my co-students, they came for to have a license and get a license and to work with it, but it became their transformation. They rediscovered themselves through the 9 months of training, and it was such a beautiful process. Everybody has gotten so much out of it. And I'm now doing it full-time, correct? So let me switch the camera. If you can put a plus sign in the chat box to say that you have chosen your topic. So just put a plus sign so I know that everybody has a topic that they will be drawing about. Chosen, okay. Just waiting for the rest of the people. Can everybody hear me okay? Can you put number 1 in the chat box if you can hear me well and see me well? One, okay. Okay. There are a few people who don't seem to be able to. Let me see. Everybody. Hope everybody can see in here. So I'm switching the camera now to my drawing. Okay, one more time. Here we go. So I'm gonna be using black Sharpie so you can see it better, but you can choose a different colors. If you wrote your topic on the back side, now we are gonna try and connect and think about the topic that everybody has. my topic will be about health. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at my paper and see where I want to draw a shape that represents my health right now. And this can be any shape. So for me, it's not very harmonious. It's kind of edgy right now. I'm experiencing some struggles with my health. So the shape is kind of pointy and edgy. Were you able to draw now? Can you draw a shape for your the topic that you are drawing? And it can be a circle, it can be a small circle, it can be a bigger circle or an oval, depending how you see your topic. And if you are able to do this, to draw a shape, next step, we are going to draw a circle around this shape. So just draw a circle that encompasses this shape. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle, as long as all the entire shape is inside of this circle. And let's see how we feel about this topic now. How does it make you feel? What is it in your body that you can notice? Can you notice how you breathe? Can you notice if your feet are on the floor? Can you notice, are your muscles relaxed? How is your face muscles? How are your face muscles? How are your arms and legs muscles? How is your stomach feeling? And any emotions do you have? When you did this, what emotions came up for you? For me, I have a little bit of, my feet are kind of vibrating, and I have a little bit of fear of not succeeding with my exercise routine and my plans for my health. So what do we do next? Next, we will draw lines to connect our shape, if it isn't connected, to the edge of the circle. And also, we will draw some lines inside the circle, just random lines that are not straight lines and not just wavy lines. They are free form line. Imagine you're drawing river. So river is going, flowing, and it's not repeating itself. Just draws few lines like this. And wherever you see a corner, wherever the lines cross each other, we are gonna round. And the way we round is when we have a corner, we do a little arch and we fill inside the rest of it. Try to make it smooth and flowing. So everywhere we have two lines crossing, we'll have four corners, and we're gonna smooth those out by creating an arch and filling in the rest of it. And this process is called rounding in Neurographica. This is an important step that we focus on, and we try to do it very smoothly, so there are no additional corners created. How are you feeling now in your body? How is your breathing now? Has it changed during the rounding? Do you notice any change? I'm sorry if the noise bothers you. I don't know if it's very strong when I round, but I'm trying to make everything very smooth, like it's an organic form. Maybe like rocks in the river, underwater, everything, there's no sharp edges. Everything is smooth and it's flowing nicely. And I noticed that my breathing has calmed down and my voice has calmed down. And my muscles in my leg have calmed down. And my emotions are changing. I'm already not afraid of not succeeding with my plans for my health. What I feel now is more empowered and more supported. How do you feel? Has anything changed for you? Would you please type in the chat if anything has changed for you since we started rounding? Any new thoughts? Any new ideas that came to you regarding your topic? Usually, we try to observe and notice the emotions, the body reactions, and the thoughts that come in, or memories that come into us while we're drawing, because our body and mind are connected, and everything that's going on in the body is reflected in the mind and vice versa. So all the emotions are also representation of our state. We are trying to get attuned and to be mindful about them. And the more we do it, the more we get in touch with our inner world and what is going on with us, the more we are able to hear the messages and see the answers and find the solutions, because all the solutions, all the answers are inside of us. So now that we round everything, when you look at this, at your problem, how does it make you feel? So it was edgy before, it was very spiky, uneven. Now it looks very nice, harmonious. It looks beautiful, and it's empowering. If you're ready to go to the next step, we're going to draw some of those same lines in the background. So I'm going to start and expand more rivers from the lines that I have going in the background and going outside, connecting with the edge of the paper, and they may cross. Draw as many lines as you want to in any direction you feel like it. And those lines represent our connection with the environment we live in. Humans are social creatures. We live in the world. We go to work. We have families. We don't live alone. And we need each other. And all the interactions between us are important, but they need to be harmonious. We cannot do without them. But now we have created some more corners that we need to round in order for us to have more harmonious environment. So we do the same thing. We continue with the rounding. Everywhere we see corners, we very carefully will be rounding the lines so that creating the harmony, creating those harmonious connections that are nourishing for everybody, strengthening everybody, bringing the joy and the love in our life. And it's the same rounding, just making an arch inside of the corner, and rounding, smoothing everything out. And for my topic, for my health, I want the support. I want to find the right solutions. I want the environment to offer me the answers that are more organic and more beneficial to me for my health. It can be that I will find the best doctor, I will find the best advice, the best diet, but I need to be open to be able to see it when I find it, to be able to recognize it when I see it, to be able to know that, yes, this is good for me, this is gonna be good for me, and implement it. And for this, I'm rounding everything and preparing, getting ready to meet it, getting ready to be able to recognize it. We have a lot of information coming toward us every day, every moment of our day. We need to be able to discern and find the information that is right for us and beneficial for us. And that's our ability straightens when we are calmer and we have energy and resources to look for this information and not just trying to survive, but we are proactive and balanced. You can turn your paper, doesn't have to be just one way. You can turn it the way it is you feel more comfortable. If you notice that you have missed a corner, rounding a corner, you can go back. If you feel like you need more lines, you can go back and add lines. You can do it at any time of the drawing. Each line is unique and different. Each line represents a thought, your thinking, your uniqueness, your own life is very unique. Each and every one of us is unique, and we are needed in this world with our uniqueness. Everybody is bringing something, a different perspective in different knowledge, different ideas, different flavors to life, creating something useful for other people, because people need different things. The way you are right now is exactly what someone needs, and the way somebody else is right now is exactly what you need. Just being open, accepting, and connected to be able to see it and allow it. Okay, so this is, after doing it, you can turn it and look at it from a different view if you want. You can leave it like it is, but just connect with it again and notice how you feel in your body. How is your breathing right now? Has it changed? How are your emotions? I'm feeling very excited about my yoga classes that I'm gonna be starting, and about the exercises in the new diet, and I'm looking forward to them. You can add lines and round, just don't forget to round them anytime you add more lines. Make sure you round everything. And if you're ready, we move to the next step, which is coloring. Colors have vibration, and when we look at colors, our mind and body gets those vibrations and get affected by them. So there is a color therapy and a lot of science behind it already. They can study how colors affect people. In Neurographica, at this level, we're just gonna use colors intuitively. We're gonna trust that our brain and our subconscious will choose the colors that we need to heal right now. The way we color in Neurographica is we color at least 2 segments together, combining them. We are integrating them in a bigger meaning, in a different shapes. So it's not like mosaic, does not create the separation as it is with mosaic. We are creating integration. We are integrating at least 2 of the segments with the same color. And I like to create something that resembles a flow of like flowing river, but you can choose differently. You don't have to do it like a flow. And choose as many colors as you want to. As long as you follow at least 2 segments, colored at least 2 segments with the same color. That's all you need to do. At this stage, people get into creativity mode and new ideas, new solutions to their problems are starting coming to them. So be aware that you can start getting new ideas. And it may not happen right away. It may happen after you take a break, after you take a sleep tonight, and you wake up in the morning and you have new ideas about your relationship or your job situation, your business, your work. Maybe when you're reading a book, it will happen, or maybe in conversation with somebody, the insights will come. Does not have to be right away, but right now, just notice how you feel when you started coloring. How did it make you feel? Do you feel more relaxed? Do you feel more inspired? Do you feel happier? Anybody can do coloring. It's not, you don't have to be a professional artist, especially with pencils, colored pencils. It's easy to do. You can layer colors one over each other. You can mix them. Try to make them smooth, not so you don't see the strikes of the pencil. It may take some time, especially if the pencils are not so soft. If the pencils are soft, it's easy to do. If you have markers, you can use markers. Just be careful because they have very strong colors. And if they're very strong, you may get very emotional. Colors also represent emotions. Notice if at this stage you are not liking a color or you get irritated by the intensity of the color. Ask yourself, what does it remind you of? Does it remind you of, do you have a memory of some situation at work or in your relationship? Anything that irritated you or made you feel uncomfortable? Maybe this is getting healed. This is getting brought up for you right now, so you can heal it and release it. Stay with it. Take deep breaths. Stay with it. And maybe you need to do some more roundings. So colors can cross over each other and mix. Some people haven't been coloring and using pencils since they were in kindergarten, in the lower school, but it's such a creative process, and human beings are born to be creative. This gives you tremendous joy to be an artist. And there is nothing wrong. You cannot do anything wrong in Neurographica. We are not trying to be Picasso or Leonardo da Vinci. We are just drawing our own emotions and on the paper, and they are as unique as we are, and coloring them as uniquely as we are, expressing ourselves and putting it in a beautiful form. How do you feel right now? Notice. Do you have any questions? Please let me know if you have any questions. And have you started coloring? If you can type number 2, if you have started coloring already. I don't know if I'm going too fast. 2, good. 2, okay, perfect. And can you share how do you feel when you color? What are your experiences? And I want some yellow here to make it brighter. Even going over the orange with some yellow to make it even more brighter. Yellow is such a sunny and joyful color, makes everything brighter. You can leave some segments white. White is also a color. Just remember not to leave single segments white. They also need to be several, at least 2 of them together if you want to leave them white. Okay, and I'm done with my coloring. The next step we're gonna do is a code to add field lines. Field lines are those powerful lines, thicker lines. They're the same like rivers going through the whole entire drawing from one edge of the paper to the other edge. They are thicker, and I'm using a thicker marker for this, but if you don't have one, just use the same color of that you use for the lines. You can just go over them several times and make them thicker. So start with one corner of the paper and go over to the other one. And we'll do 2 of them. One and another one. Make sure that it goes, they go through or touching your circle that you made in the beginning. So border lines, what are they for? These are the blessings we receive from the universe and the support we receive to be attuned for our wishes and desires, to be attuned to the universe, to the cosmic rhythms. And we need to round. Since we made those lines thicker, we lost some of the rounding. So I'm going over and very carefully restoring those surroundings so that the universe, the power from the universe is very gentle with me and is connected to me. And it's not, I don't want to receive a shocking urge of power. I want it to be very gentle. And supportive. So I'm rounding, going over. If I want to make them thicker somewhere, I do. And smoothing them out. And I take a deep breath. It wasn't intentional. It was a breath of relief and breath of like a feeling of being supported, a feeling of somebody having my back and taking care of me and telling me everything is gonna be all right. I can add a few more lines if I feel like I need to. And just all I need to do is round it. And that's why we don't want the oily, to use the oily pastels or crayons, because when we add those lines over, they will not be, we will not be able to do it. Okay, and the last step of our drawing is called fixation. We are gonna emphasize this circle that we did of harmonious self. We are gonna make it bolder with some thicker lines. And of course, we'll have to go and round, since thicker lines distorted some of the roundings that I had before. So I'm just going over very gently and restoring those roundings. And noticing how you feel. It's good to drink a lot of water when we are drawing Neurographica, since this is deep transformational process. We are actually changing our neural pathways in the way we look at the situation, the way we look at the topic. So water will help us, clean water, not tea, not coffee. It will help us to detox from any toxins that we are releasing and give us clean energy for our body to process the transformation, the changes that are happening. And another thing we can do, we can add some shading if you want to add some shading around the circle to make it more noticeable. If you are not ready yet, don't hurry. There will be a recording available and you can see the steps again. And if you, I'm not giving you all the information because there is a lot of information behind this. Why are we doing it and how to do it? So it is more beneficial for your topic to be resolved. But we have classes, as I mentioned. First level is called the basic level, and it is 4 weeks. Once a week we are drawing for 2 hours, and you learn all the ins and outs, how to use this for yourself to resolve any situations. People who have taken our courses have, after 1 month, have resolved their migraines that they were having for all through their lives, or resolved their found new jobs and lost some weight if they needed, if that's what their topic was. Also have restored their relationships or found new ones. So this was the last step. When I'm looking at my drawing, I need to feel satisfied, and I need to like it. If I don't like it, I will go back and we'll do some more roundings and smooth everything out. I'm gonna now switch the camera. And I want to ask you how to share, how did you do? Were you able to finish it, or are you still drawing? And how do you feel at the end related to your topic? If you can share after this exercise, what are the thoughts, emotions, or any sensations that you have in your body? Do you have light? Do you feel lighter? Do you have anything released? Do you feel like tears? If you are crying, tears are a sign of release. If you are burping, also is a sign of release. Sorry. If you are, what else can be a sign of release? Anything that you're letting go? A smile on your face. Are you smiling? That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Do you feel more relaxed? Is your body more relaxed? Are your facial muscles more relaxed? Actually, to be able to smile, you need to relax some of the muscles on your face. It's a sign that there's been relaxation happening as well. And if you want to share what was the most helpful for you in this during this drawing, what did you like about it? Is there anything that you want to share?
I mean, for me, it was just relaxing kind of thing, right? Connecting with myself and my thoughts kind of thing.
Exactly. Very good. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for being here. Do you have any questions?
I don't know. I have to complete mine's coloring kind of thing. I was using colored pens, but it's not working. So I'll get color pencils and redo the whole thing.
Yes, yes. With color pens, it's very striking.
Yes.
You can try after you're done it, after you finished with field lines and the fixation, the thicker lines, you can try to add colors with crayons now.
Which makes sense, right? Because like you said, the crayons would not let you do the thicker lines kind of thing.
Exactly, yes. But now you can color over and see how you feel. And if you want to get the color pencils for the next one, that will be wonderful. We're gonna have again next week. I'm gonna schedule another one. It's not going to take a long time, but you will be able to experience and draw it again. And we start the basic level class tomorrow, Friday. So if you want to join us, the other classes very quickly that we're starting a mandala class that we are drawing beautiful mandalas. This is the most beautiful algorithm in Neurographica. We have 9 different algorithms, but the mandalas are amazing. And next month, we're going to be starting a specialist course for people who want to use Neurographica with their clients, people like counselors or coaches, that they want to use this tool. It's very successful. It helps speed up the process for your clients and get better and faster results. So you can get certified and learn how to use it with your clients next month. But first you need to take the basic level. So it's a prerequisite. Basic level is a prerequisite for any of the other classes.
I think I just had one more thing. I think it is just like when you're drawing the rivers and coloring, it's the information flow, how it flows together and how it intertwines, or flows below or flows above, kind of thing.
Yes, those are information that are connected, and also our neural pathways that are connecting from one side of the brain. Usually trauma creates separation, and neurons are not able to connect properly, and that's the science behind Neurographica. What we are doing, we are working on building new neural connections, neural pathways to heal our mind and our, if we have traumas or blocks or any limiting beliefs as well. Okay, if there is no other questions, then we're gonna say bye.
I just want to say thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this was fun kind of thing. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm still drawing and coloring, so because the beat's too fast.
Yes.
Because I made the big
you get the bigger
drawing.
Nice, looks
okay, nice. Very beautiful. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, still coloring. Good, Alice. Yes, the recording will be available on our Facebook group and YouTube channel. It's Neurographic Academy, one word. And I can post it here. If you have a Facebook group, here is the link for the Facebook group, and for the YouTube channel. It's Neurographic Academy. I don't know if I can get the link right away. Okay, I would post the link in the Facebook group. And if you need to email me, it's neurographic@gmail.com. If you have any questions, if you want to send your drawings for me to give you advice, how can you improve, or if you have any questions about your drawings, you are welcome to send them to me. Thank you very much for being here with me. Thank you for the feedback, and for drawing and for trying Neurographic. I'm very passionate about it. It helped me a lot, helped me find myself, and it does help me every day. I draw and teach a lot, so I'm drawing every day. And that's why it was faster for me, but it's very easy to, your process will improve very fast. After 2 or 3, 4 drawings, you will be a lot faster. Thank you for trying it. Thank you for being brave. Let me know how your topics have changed in the next week or a few days. and any insights that you get. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and week, and I'll see you next week. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.